Welcome to the Books, Beards, Booze podcast, where we talk books, drink booze, and have beards.
All right. As always, I am Bob of Tales by Bob.
I'm the Ask the Podcast, Derek.
I'm the spoopiest creative
You are.
consultant, Tanya.
Yeah, because you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Multiple people sent me messages like, I'm going to need that Tanya's going to get you clip.
Like, let's just be...
Me too.
Like, let's address this briefly. Like, Bob is a pretty big, bearded guy. If you don't know him, you'd be scared of him.
Yeah.
I'm a very large, bearded guy. Okay.
I'm not a bearded guy.
But you're the scary one.
Yeah.
You're the one they should be
always
scared
the small
of.
ones you need to worry about.
Mm-hmm. And you are the short one.
Me being a small one.
Yeah. At 6 foot, you're the short one on the
I'm the
podcast.
baby.
All right. This week's episode is brought to you by the Elderon Tales, an exceptional D&D experience that you won't want to miss out on. The Elderon Tales are a collection of stories happening simultaneously set a vast fantasy landscape filled with undead horrors, elemental phoenixes, and warring nations. Go to ILDERON Tales.com to follow along with their 4 interconnected campaigns or find them on YouTube directly. Go show Brandon love, because we love Brandon. .com.
Brandon is best.
All right, got some news. This news is really for Tanya.
Ooh.
I have found your new thing.
Hit me.
Uh-oh.
Rage yoga.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
So from their website, the definition, rage yoga, noun, a practice involving stretching, positional exercises, and bad humor with the goal of attaining good health and to become zen as fuck.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
instead of doing like traditional yoga poses, they do like poses that are like influenced by like moves from rock concerts and
So instead of like tree pose, I'm in like get the fuck off my lawn pose or some shit. I
and
love
like
it.
they play like metal music and you drink beer during
Great.
it, and
Love that.
that's what tying it back into our theme is.
Yes.
They like typically like when you pay for a session, you get a beer with it to sip as you
I
as you
did
do.
Yoga at one of the breweries here in town, Common Bond.
Yeah.
They had like a bend and brew, but I was real hungover. Like, ooh boys. So I
Is that
opted.
the one that at the park?
No, that one at the park was some bullshit.
Okay, I remember
But
that.
no, bend and brew was really nice.
So the woman who they've got, it's all over. It's pretty much nationwide now. But the article I was reading was from Kansas, and the woman hosting it is like, you have.
So you're
dim
saying
light-
they're not just in Kansas anymore?
This bitch.
It's like you have dim lights, you have soft music. This is the complete opposite. It's yoga with attitude. The technique is different. Instead of calming your mind, you're bringing everything out instead. Instead of just trying to push it out quietly, you're going to push it out and it's going to be loud. So,
Okay. I do a version of rage yoga at work in the stockroom when I'm by myself. And it's more just like, what the fuck?
It's
and
mostly,
doing a lot of like flaily arm motion.
It's mostly stretching really far to like reach something and being like, why is there no one fucking helping me?
Or why am I 6 foot and I have to reach?
yeah.
Which that
Happens a surprising
weird
amount.
thing that makes me angrier than it probably should is anytime I have to like step on a little footstool or a little ladder thing to be able to reach something. It makes me irrationally angry. Like, I'm 6 fucking feet tall. If I can't reach it with my feet on the ground, it don't need to be reached.
Then if you can't reach it, then why did they build something so large to set things
Exactly. This is
fuck
stupid.
is this?
Normal
Yeah.
people can't reach this. I'm extraordinary and can't reach it. Jeez.
Ooh, wow, aggressive.
Extraordinary? It me.
on? That, you know what? It's probably better that
we're
you
gonna
say
roll with it.
extraordinary instead of
Oh,
extraordinary.
she's extra.
Exactly.
I'm real ordinary. I'm extraordinary.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Let's keep going.
So we have a fun theme for you this week. It's
Ding
trick
dong.
or treating. And
Trick or yeet?
trick or yeet.
Ugh.
Trick
Ooh,
or
I like
yeet.
it. I like it. Trick or yeet.
Ew.
Yeet it is, and I yeet the child. I'm
Okay.
thinking about yeeting children, which is great.
All right. So what we decided was we've imagined that there is this fictional town. It's Literaryville. It's
I thought it was Booksburg.
Booksburg.
I like that much better.
Welcome to Booksburg, where all your literary characters live and interact. And we decided, hey, what if some of our favorite characters where teenagers, like young teens, like 13, 14-year-olds, and it's their last year trick-or-treating. They're going out one last hurrah before they're too old to trick-or-treat. What do they dress up as? Just talk about them a little bit, you know? So how about we'll run through our who we picked, just real quick, no details.
Just the roster.
Just the roster, and then we can dive in. I'll go first. I picked Jorg Ankrath from the Broken Empire trilogy by Mark Lawrence. I picked Croker from the Black Company series by Glenn Cook. And then I picked Clay Cooper from
Bloody Rose and Kings of the Wild.
Kings of the Wild by
called
Nicholas
the
Eames.
band book?
The band trilogy, but there's only 2 of them out yet.
Yeah.
So those were my 3 picks.
Okay. I picked Lenny from Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, Tam Hashbird from Bloody Rose by Nicholas Eames, and Vin from the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson.
I almost chose Vin. I considered it.
Oh, so on the characters that you both really liked, the overlap would be a Venn diagram.
Ugh, gross. But yeah.
As soon as we
All right,
started
I
talking,
appreciate
I was
it.
like, yeah, I know where he's
appreciate
going.
that. I appreciate that.
But, yeah.
Stupid.
All right, so
pretty
who'd
much.
you pick, Derek?
So I chose Call Hilo from the Jade City and Jade War by
Fonda Lee.
Fonda Lee. You know, I can't believe I didn't remember that. I literally was looking at her Twitter like 8 seconds ago.
Nice.
Like, what the hell? Anyways, yeah, Fonda Lee. It's one of those days, guys. And then I was a little torn, but I think I'm going to end up going with Davy from the King Killer Chronicles.
Okay. All right. Really thought you'd pick Quoth.
We'll talk about that later
Okay.
because I'm just going to let you know
That's
my stuff goes way off the rails immediately. And then the last one is Nakor from, I think his first appearance is in Prince of the Blood, maybe? It's from Ramney Feist
Midkemia
books.
books.
The Midkemia books, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I'll start us off. I got some notes here
New boys.
about Jorg Ankrath. So Jorg is a bully from the rich side of town. His dad is a city councilman, and no one seems willing to believe that such a well-regarded and powerful man could have such an utter shit for a kid.
Happens a lot, though.
But, his home life is rough, and it's hard to live up to your parents' expectations, especially when your father is fairly evil. That makes it worse. There was this thing with a dog, and a brother lost way too young. But at the end of the day, that doesn't excuse or explain. Jorg, for Halloween this year, he's setting out to do some tricking. And he's planning to have the most candy at the end of the night by taking it from all the other kids.
What a shit.
He's dressed as a prince for
Gross.
Halloween. He has a secret crush on Vin.
Vin would whoop that ass.
Oh, definitely.
She does not like a bully.
Yeah, and Tam and Lenny are 2 of his main targets. Because he's a bully.
Well, that fits real into what happens to poor Lenny here.
Oh, no.
What?
Because here's the thing.
I tell you what. I tell you what.
Bob is going to have a fit.
God,
Are
if
we
you do
doing
not
this?
give Lenny a happy ending here, I swear for God, I will kick you off this podcast.
Poor Lenny. Okay.
Oh my God.
well.
Oh my fucking God. This was your chance to make things right, Tanya.
Well, okay. So I have been the Lenny. So Lenny, he's a tall, big kid. And everyone else, like, their last trick-or-treat is maybe when they're, like, 12 and 13, 14. Not poor Lenny. He's, like, 9. He's a big kid. They're already thinking, like, he's too old. But he's real slow. Well, he's dressed up as a rabbit. Because that sumbitch loves them fucking rabbits. So he's dressed up like a bunny. And he wants to get all the candy. But he is, of course, picked on by your shit of a guy.
Jorg, yeah.
Yeah, and it just freaks him out. He gets freaked out, and his candy goes to get snatched.
Yeah.
He freaks out and ends up accidentally killing somebody, and rip old Lenny. He doesn't die necessarily, but Hims has to hippity-hoppity
dark.
get the fuck out of town. Have you ever read Mice and
No.
Men? It real dark, my friend.
But I didn't know that this was...
Poor Lenny.
I know, right?
But he gets to go where the bunnies go. Hippity-hoppity, get off my property.
Oh, my. Okay.
But Ben.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Derek.
Okay.
So
Lay one on us.
part of the thing, this whole story we're building here, let's be fair. Everyone knows, at least all the kids know, that Jorg is a little shit.
Yeah.
And no one is going to be surprised by what he's going to set out to do.
Oh, yeah. No, the
Take
kids
this-
aren't. It's the parents.
Yeah,
that-
exactly.
Yeah.
All these kids know this,
Oh, yeah.
including Hilo. And Hilo don't fuck around. He doesn't look for trouble, he just ends it.
You
Yeah.
think, is Hilo hanging out, like, looking out for Lenny?
He's literally hanging out with the people he knows are going to be targeted because while he doesn't particularly appreciate bullies.
Yeah.
So
But here's the tricky thing about Jorg, though. Jorg is also, like, freakishly big. Like, Jorg in the novels, when the novels start, he's 14 and leading a mercenary
Man-sized.
company. And he's man-sized. Like, he's, like, peak physical. Like, he's a big dude. And he's exceptional fighter, and he is a genius. Now he's evil and a sociopath, but so that's the thing. Like, you also
Can't win 'em all.
He has the ability to just run up and take your candy,
But he won't.
but he's probably
Gonna try to clever it out of
he's
you.
there's every chance in the world he's going to out clever you. So not Lenny. He doesn't feel like with Lenny he'd probably just run up and
Yeah.
just take the candy.
I just
But-
imagine Lenny just kind of low key freaks out.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
mostly Hilo just is not. He's not interested. Like, this is your last night of last hurrah. He didn't give a shit. He didn't dress up. He's not out there to collect candy. It's not what he's there for. The only reason he's even going, he's too cool for school. Like, he's not interested in this. But he went with his friends, whoever those friends may be, specifically because he knows there's going to be assholes out there trying to do that stuff.
I wrote that Clay Cooper and Croker are good friends with Hilo,
Okay.
so they're probably going around together.
Yeah, I was about to say, his whole thing was like, I don't know if his friends, I don't know if they would have wanted to dress up necessarily, but if
Well,
not,
two of his friends do.
well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, he would just go out with them because he would just be like, yeah, I'll hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Because, he's a good dude. He doesn't,
Does he play a sport?
well, he probably plays relay ball.
Okay.
I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah.
But also, he would be interesting, though, because, like, he comes from a family that may not have, well, actually, no, they would have a lot of money, too.
Yeah. Comes from a
Yeah.
rich family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Him and Jorg probably go to the same private school.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that they might not even go to the public school around there, but that makes more sense. Because then it was like, oh, he's that asshole. Like,
Yeah.
why is he even here at this Halloween party? It's all the public school kids.
He
like,
doesn't
what the
even
hell?
go here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. So up next, I have Croker. He might play some sports. Like, he's not a bad hitter for the junior high baseball team, but that's not what his passion is. No, Croker writes fan fiction. He's shown a
My
few
guy.
friends. Yeah, he's shown a few friends who think it's kind of weird that he always manages to work in the presence of their really hot history teacher. But overall, most folks think it's pretty harmless. Croker and Clay have been friends for years and are planning to ride their bikes to one of the nicer neighborhoods to get candy.
Full size candy bars.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's dressed as a one-eyed goblin for Halloween because
Nice.
one-eyed goblin. And yeah, I think at some point during the night, because he's got a crush on their hot history teacher.
Oh, he's
who's
definitely going by that house.
Well, I don't think he's going by her house. See, she used to be married to the really mean superintendent of schools. So he's probably thinking, like, maybe we could go by there and do like a egg his house or something, kind of get revenge for his lady love, even though she doesn't even know he exists. Probably.
No, she definitely knows.
Little does he know, she has found one of his fan fictions. If only he were a little older.
Well,
Oh, that's suddenly weird.
Yeah, 'cause
well-
he's 14.
I was
Yeah,
going
I
to
know.
like this whole night is going to
Well,
end
the
up,
whole lady Croker is just a weird relationship.
yeah, because she way older than him anyway.
Yeah, she's hundreds of years older
It's
than him.
different when he's an adult and not a kid.
You didn't.
You know?
I mean, she basically rapes him. So,
It's
Semantics.
So anyway,
anyways,
Jeez.
Tanya.
Okay. So I imagine that Tam Hashford, she's dressed up. I know that you have Clay Cooper, like younger Clay Cooper. I imagine that she dresses up like one of the other band members, like as an adult. So maybe I didn't really realize. Really, I didn't read what you said about like you were picking Clay, but I just imagine like she would dress up like Clay Cooper and hang out with her friends, but none of her friends were really digging it. So she's like, "Oh yeah, this costume's no big deal. It's for baby stuff." And then later she just drops all pretense and has like a really good time with it, just like traipsing around, not necessarily going out for candy, but just milling about.
Has she come out yet?
I mean, she's figuring things out.
Okay.
You're young. You gotta.
Well, I was thinking that might be
out.
why Jorg picks on her. Because Jorg's is shit.
He is, but
maybe he just picks on her because she dresses like a dude.
well, and she doesn't have a whole lot of money for real.
Yeah, she's poor. Yeah, I can see
Also,
that.
she
has
exists
to
near him.
Yeah. Well, and like I imagine she's doing odd jobs and a little bit of work in here and there, and he's like, "Oh, you fucking peasant."
She's probably does a couple shifts down at the diner, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
But
it.
yeah, I just imagine her dressed up like one of her like idols.
Yeah, we'll tie that in when we get back to me when I do Clay, I think. So,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
Derek.
Yeah, so this was I had two warring ideas, and this I ended up going with Davy instead of Kvothe. The reason I went with Davy because it amused me, because she's also really not out for she's not out for trick or treating. It's not what she's out for. However, what she did do,
She's out to trick them treats, boys.
she's probably going to push up on Tam later, knowing her.
Treat them
But
tricks.
Tam ain't mad at it.
yeah, but no. She's going to sweeten the deal here in a second, because what she's going to be spending the whole night doing is she went out. Look, she's a kid too. We all know what kids like. There are certain candies that are garbage, and there are other candies that are fucking baller.
I'm looking at you, them shitty ass little wrapped up orange and black yuck
What
candies.
are those?
Right?
I don't know.
What are
Disgusting
those?
is what they are.
I
They're
don't know what
real
they are.
not good.
The only thing
Old
I can,
people are the only people who like those.
The only thing I can figure that those still get made is because if you go to Walmart and you're just like trying to buy like a huge bag of candy,
they're like $1 for
like,
17,000 pounds.
You just buy those huge variety packs. It's like $10 for a huge
What do they even
thing.
taste like? They taste like negligence and regret. I don't like.
Yeah.
It tastes like
Yeah.
poverty.
Yeah.
It's the only thing.
Yes.
Was I
Yeah.
too cheap to get real candy? Yes. These
Yeah.
taste like poverty.
But anyways, there's a lot of bad candy out there.
Yeah.
And there's also some other candy that it's good, but some people like different candies. So she decided she was going to make bank. So she went out with her allowance, which she has significant amounts, because I feel like she's probably from a well-to-do family, and we just can't figure it out.
She's that rich kid that goes to public school.
Yeah. But doesn't really talk about it. Then you go to
Yeah.
her house, and you're like,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
Her
she-
parents sent her there because they really wanted her to get some grounding.
and then she won't fucking stop reading. Anyways, but so she went out to the stores beforehand, bought a whole bunch of the best candy, and
Reese's Cups.
She's a candy money changer. So when people are like, "Oh, I got all this stuff. I don't really like these things," she's like, "Well, come talk to me. I'll give you the candy you like, and you'll pay me extra in candy that's okay that
Yeah.
maybe I can turn around for a profit."
Yeah, because like if you think of if you
Smart.
don't like Cowtails, but you like
Exactly.
mini Snickers,
But
you know,
someone
maybe.
else
But
loves
some people
Cowtails.
love Cowtails.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent. They're okay.
I just ate 2 of them big fat cowtails. They're real good.
But
I can only eat a little bit of them, but yeah.
but that's what she's all about. She's out there
Yeah.
trying to
Calf
make that
tails,
money.
really, for you. Not really
Yeah.
cow tails, just calf tails. Little ones.
Cowtails.
Woo!
All right. Last up, I have Clay Cooper. He's a defensive lineman for their junior high football team. Widely respected, but fairly quiet and reserved. He's really a leader on the team, although if you asked him, he wouldn't think that he was. But he plays in a garage band with a few of his friends. They're trying to start a band they're calling it Saga for right now. It's name
Name to change.
yeah.
Who knows?
But they haven't started playing out yet. He is dressed as Eric Clapton for Halloween.
Nice.
Love it.
Slow hand.
Slow hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
He's planning on meeting up with his band later that night for practice, but for right now he's going out with Croker and Hilo, and they're just going and doing the thing. This note is not relevant, but he does not like Kvothe. Thinks he's a little too flighty. But I just imagine at some point in the night there's going to be a climactic showdown with Jorg. There's going to be, and like here's the thing: all villains, like in teen things like these, the main villain has a couple of underlings.
Yeah.
So I don't know who Jorg's underlings are, but he's got a couple of underlings.
Twats.
Probably
Yeah.
fucking Gaunt Ash is probably one of them. That asshole.
Yeah.
From the other side of the tracks.
Yeah.
That other family.
Yeah. And I don't know, probably like Draco Malfoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got to be
definitely.
somebody with money.
Well,
Yeah.
it couldn't necessarily be Draco because he would be trying to
Jorg
lead.
would murder.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying he would try and
Draco.
lead. Wouldn't
Draco
he?
would try.
But would he give up and still hang around, or would he just?
I think Draco would be trying to play the long game, trying to outwit Jorg.
I don't know
perhaps.
enough about him
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, I think he would be like biding his time and waiting for like some subterfuge thing to happen.
Draco probably thinks, in Draco's mind, they're equals, and Jorg lets him keep thinking that.
Yeah.
But really, he's just manipulating him behind the scene. Oh, actually, I know who he'd pick. No, I won't use him. But yeah, so those are like his underlings.
That was a roller coaster.
Well, because I was like, oh man, I could get what's his name from Six of Crows, the guy there. But I think him and Jorg would literally end up killing each other.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so there's the climactic showdown. Probably, I'm thinking in a haunted house at some point. Like they've gone into a haunted house for some reason.
You think maybe Jorg goads people to go into the haunted house, like, go in there, you big fucking pussy.
Yeah,
And like bullies them into it, and they don't want to. That's what happens to my Lenny.
yeah.
He gets bullied into
Well,
that.
so here's the thing. Lenny's getting scared. Clay steps up, goes to do this fight. He slips, and his hand goes into a pumpkin. And he ends up fighting the rest of the fight with a pumpkin on his arm as a shield. So they start calling him Clay Pumpkin Shield. Ha! Yeah. And Lenny, everyone feels so bad for him that they all give him. He ends up with all the candy, and along the way they found a bunny, and he gets the bunny too.
Just make Lenny have a good time.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't die.
Ugh. Well, you're ending. He kills somebody.
Because I feel like he freaks out just accidentally.
He likes touching soft things and
Bunnies.
petting soft things. Maybe they just gave him like an airhead to just like rub the airhead.
You know, you give him a bunny, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
You could just
Maybe
give him
not.
a stress ball.
He gets a stuffed bunny. Someone gives him a stuffed bunny. Someone gives him their bunny ears.
He's in a bunny costume and he just
Tam
sits there and
is-
just like pets his ears.
What if Tam is dressed up like
There you go.
the
satyr.
Ooh, no,
No,
I was
the-
thinking her
Oh, you said
Bloody
bunny
Rose's
ears.
husband.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess
he's
that
got
works
bunny
too.
ears.
And
I was
they're
thinking
just
about-
sitting on the curb and
Yeah.
he's just petting her
Yeah.
ears and
Yeah.
she's snacking on yum yums.
And he's just a mouse. Duh.
Jeez,
All right,
he's a bunny.
He's a bunny.
He's
I
a
like-
bunny.
I get the whole like full body bunny suit.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I'm-
like, why are you in that stupid bunny suit? Why are you in that stupid man suit? Donnie Darko?
Yeah.
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 But not Lenny. Lenny wouldn't be in a scary bunny suit. He
No.
would be in like
The best bunny
He would be in the bunny suit from
Most fluffy.
Christmas Tale or whatever the hell that movie is.
you look like a pink nightmare. Oh my gosh, yes.
I like it.
What's the
Okay.
name of that movie?
Christmas Story.
Christmas
Story.
Story.
You know, I
that's-
have
yeah.
I bought that onesie. Like
Yeah.
I look like a pink nightmare. I have it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. So Vin, I couldn't really decide exactly what Vin would be doing. So there's a pre-Kelsier Vin and what she would be doing, and a post-Kelsier Vin
Okay.
and what she would be doing.
Bad breakup. Angsty teen breakup.
No, before
That would be book
Kelsier,
two.
I think that she would be stealing candy from the people who have too much candy.
Okay.
So I don't think she would be stealing candy from little kids. I don't think she'd be stealing candy from Lenny, for example. But she would try to sneaky steal candy from, assholes.
Jorg.
I was
Jorg
gonna
is
say,
particularly-
his buddies
This is
have-
some nonsense.
I think she would try to steal candy from Devi.
Yeah.
First of all, this is all wrong because then pre-Kelsier would be working for Jorg. Like let's be fair.
No, he
What are
wouldn't
you
even.
talking about?
She goes to the poor kid's school. He goes to the rich kid's school. There's no way they don't know each other.
Yeah, he knows everybody. He's
Oh, he's that twat. I just know everybody. He knows everybody of importance, and before Kelsier, she is not important.
yeah. Well, you gotta have people
All
do
right.
dirty work.
So-
Okay. So, but post Kelsier, I think that she's definitely like stepped up and she's protecting the people from being robbed of candy. But she
Okay.
also is super dressed
But
up.
she's a wild card. What's she dressed up as?
I think she's dressed up like Elsa, like a frozen Disney princess. She's gonna say that she hates it, but she's
gonna
secretly
secretly
love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got like the makeup and the everything on, which she doesn't get to wear makeup, but it's Thanksgiving, so what the fuck holiday?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Is that what a stroke looks like? What was that?
I almost called it Christmas.
Do you smell toast suddenly? Like, what the fuck?
How's that your left? Oh, you feel?
We have a whole Halloween episode, and you forget what fucking holiday it is.
In my defense, I work retail, and there's no such thing as Halloween.
Oh,
Oops.
God.
But no, I think that
Oopsie-doodle.
she's dressed up like a Disney princess, and she's got like the makeup and the heels, and she's like, "Oh, this is awful. I love it. 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 I love it."
Oh, look what my mom made me wear.
I
Oh,
know.
mom bought this.
I
Gotta
hate-
make her happy.
Yeah, I hate this.
Yeah.
But she's like prancing around in her princess dress, but then like sneaky stealing candy and giving it to people who aren't getting good candy
Yeah.
or people that she just thinks has too much candy.
All right, Derek, lay yours on you, and I'm going to tell you how you're wrong with Nacor and what he should be doing.
no, because I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, because I'm breaking the rules right here at the end.
Is he-
Because
is he-
Nacor is old man Nacor.
Okay, I was going to say he's got to be an old
That's
man.
the whole reason I did it.
And he hands out fruit.
No. Well, I didn't even think about that.
No, that's his
I know.
whole, that's the
No,
only
hold
thing
on.
that matters
No,
about Nacor.
hold
is
on.
He has
No.
a bag where he
No.
just gives people oranges.
You've only read a certain amount about Nacor. You don't know.
That's what's relevant. He gives out. He's that old man
Yeah.
on the street corner that gives out fruit.
He
instead
is
of
going to
candy.
be in a year after year mortal struggle against Kvothe, who's trying to prank him. That was my original idea.
Okay.
Is because he's like, he has the house. It's a little scary, but everybody is eventually okay with coming up to it because they know it's fucking him.
Yeah.
And he's going to give them good candy. Or
No,
at
he's
least-
going to. No, they hate going
orange
to
is
his
fine.
house.
No.
They like him, but think he gives out the
he's
dumbest
just so
candy.
fucking weird.
It's fucking oranges, man.
But-
Who gives out oranges for
And
Halloween?
that's why Kvothe was going to actually
Ooh,
come at
I
him.
may have.
And try and like fuck with him, and then every year Kvothe's gonna come at him, and it's fucking Nacor, so he's never gonna win.
Yeah.
So he's gonna little genius boy constantly trying to figure that shit out. And I was like, that in my head, that was my favorite part of this whole thing, was just like Kvothe trying to prank him in some way, shape, or form, and Nacor just nonchalantly embarrassing him. Because in my head, they still have their powers and stuff, because that's how it works. So like Nacor's like, I have magic, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fuck with you. Except for he would never say that because there's no such thing as magic.
Right.
Nacor the magician knows this. There's just stuff that you move and things happen.
right.
Okay,
Coincidence.
okay, Nacor. All right, buddy. But yeah, that was why I was gonna break it at the end. It was like, no, he's an old man, just hanging
Yeah.
out at his house.
Old man Nacor.
Also, if we were gonna go serious on it, if you think about one of the first times you meet him, he's living on Sorcerer's Isle when Pug's away, pretending to be Macross the Black to scare everyone away from the island. So like he literally comes out with like sticks and stuff where he's like, oh, and he's like supposed to be like a giant version of Macross, and he's got a big cloak on, and he's like, stay away from my cat, and they're like, shut up, Nacor. And they're like, oh shit, it's you guys. Hey, what's up? Yeah, come on in. Nacor's the best.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
I like it. All right. So that was. You got anything y'all want to add to your guys, to your tale?
I mean, I guess Lenny can have a decent evening.
Yes, Lenny has the best.
But I will say that he is young.
Yeah, he's younger. I like that he's younger than everyone else. But
So, okay, real talk. When did y'all stop trick-or-treating?
I pretty much never got
We lived
to do.
in the boonies.
I never got to do real. I don't know. For those who don't know, when you live in the middle of nowhere, trick or treating isn't a thing for real. You either have to drive off to a town to do trick or treating, which I think we may have done once, but I don't remember it. But mostly what you do is you drive around to your relatives' houses, like your parents load you up in the car, and you typically we would go to like aunts, uncles, and cousins' houses, and they would give out candy. Mm-hmm. But hell, even at my mom's house, we never gave out candy because literally the only people that would come by would be my cousin Daniel. Like they would have candy for him, but like there's no point even turning the light on because they lived miles down a dirt road. And then at my dad's house, we just never turned the light on. Like, a couple people that we knew would come by, and that was it. But that said, I guess to kind of make up for it, there are a lot of like harvest festivals and stuff like that. So like
Trunk or treats.
I never did a trunk or treat either.
I never heard of that until like
I think that's-
4 days
I
ago.
I think
that's-
that's fairly recent.
Yeah, I think
But
that's for younger
like a
people
lot of
than
the
us.
churches will do
Right,
stuff, or like
right.
hay rides and stuff like that. So I did a lot of Halloween stuff, just not really the trick or treating. Like went to hay rides, went to like church things where they'd have bobbing for apples, like little carnivals and stuff like that. So yeah, but no, I never did actual trick or treating for real.
Derek?
For real.
Let's see. The last time I went trick or treating was. How old were you in 6th grade? That's
Oh, I don't know.
minus 6. I was 12-ish,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
Because I remember because it was just before I moved here. It was when I was still living on base, so I could actually go door to door and
Yeah.
trick or treat. And I remember because I was dressed up like Sting.
The wrestler.
Yes,
Neat.
because I had the
I'd
face
have
paint.
slightly more respect for you if you were dressed as Fade Ralpha for the movie Dune. That Sting
Get
would
the
just
fuck out of here with that noise.
the
No, I had the
No.
full makeup, trench coat, and baseball bat, brother.
Yeah.
We were just going. It was great.
nice.
Love
'Cause
that.
Back in the
Nice.
that was in
Love
the
that.
WCW NWO days. Anyways, what about you?
I was 9.
9?
Because she was a big kid.
Yeah. So my last Halloween costume,
I didn't get.
I wore BDUs. So I'm in because my grandparents rented out to military people. Someone left their BDUs behind, so I was in full on camo BDUs. Had a hat. My mom tucked my hair under the hat, and then she did my makeup so that I looked like I had a 5 o'clock shadow, and then gave me like bloody cuts and stuff. It was
Nice.
a really really rad costume. I got literally no candy. I went trick or treating at 9 years old, and they were like, "Bitch, you like 50? The fuck out my porch." I didn't get no candy. I think that's really. I need to discuss this with my therapist.
I think you do.
I think that is literally what happened.
I think that had less to do with your size. I mean, the size was a factor, but I think if you had been in like
Well,
a
At 9, I was.
a dress or something like
I was
it-
like 5'9".
yeah, but I'm just,
At 9.
but you also had
big
like
fucking kid.
5 o'clock shadow paint job, and like I think
It was
you-
a really good costume.
You looked like. I think the nature of the costume made you look a lot older than you were.
Who the fuck, Reggie?
Pretty
At
much.
least 30. Mm-hmm. That was me. I was 9, and just kind of like, man, fuck y'all too. I'm gonna go
what'd
become an
be-
emo kid.
You know, what'd be neat would be if like a bunch of adults would like if we had like a Facebook group is like, hey, here's my address. You can come as an adult and trick or treat here.
Grown up.
Yeah,
We just hand you a Jello shot and you
Yeah.
wander back out into the streets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Jello shots and bacon.
Maybe I'll try and set that up for next year.
Why
Just a
bacon?
little late.
Do you not want to go get bacon at random people's houses? Do you not like bacon? What is wrong with you?
No, I just.
That said, I don't want someone to hand me a strip of bacon. Like someone that
How
I
much
don't,
would you get it?
not
They
someone
could
that I
hold a
don't
platter
know.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, like I
Oh,
don't-
so you would rather take
no, I wouldn't
open
do it either
alcohol
way.
drinks from someone you
Oh,
don't know?
Jello shot. That's
Jello shot. Come
Jello
on, man.
shot's different.
Surely that's
different.
not roofied.
It's 100% different.
No, well, if
I'd
it-
see it in there. It would jiggle around.
No, but
before
here's
I-
the thing.
It's a
Here's the
liquid
thing, though.
roofie. I don't
Here's
know
the
how
thing,
this
though.
works.
They don't have any. They have no motivation to roofie you because you are immediately leaving.
Leaving.
Are you?
That's.
I think
it's
that's how you get
trick-or-treating.
wrong turned.
It's trick or treating. You also don't have to drink it on the spot. You can take it. You don't eat your candy on the spot.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh, I was gonna definitely be.
Oh,
walking around
100%.
drunk.
As soon as you
Oh, yeah.
turn around, you're digging through your bag and you're
Like-
eating that fucking Reese's cup before someone
Oh,
stomps
no,
your
I don't
ass
know
and
about
gets
that.
your Reese's
Nah.
cup instead.
I'm a grown ass man. Ain't nobody taking no Reese's cup.
No,
from
I mean
me.
not like as a
But-
kid. You
I
gotta
know.
like eat that fucking shit
No,
right
no, but
then
see-
before your parents quote check it for needles and then they get the good candy.
Oh no, see, my parents.
My
were
folks would
nice.
my folks would like, let's check your candy, and they would pick all the good shit, and I would be left with poverty candy.
So, anyways, no, because as soon as we started talking about that, in my head, I'm going, how many people does Bob know within walking distance?
A lot
How
of
can
people.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, because we can get Jello. I wouldn't actually
thing,
do it.
The
I
thing
just,
to do would be to do it like the day before or the day I guess like the day before Halloween or something like that, or like whatever day, like just a Friday evening kind of deal. I think, and you just like just like go to people. Like do a Facebook event that's just open. Like, hey, like you can come down this street if you're an adult. Any house with this
decoration,
this
on them or
decoration,
whatever.
you're come in and do trick or treating. That'd be awesome. I'd love that. Like I said, I do my adult Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
So I need to do an adult
Trick or treat? I love
Adult
it.
trick or treat.
Especially if you can do like a Facebook group and get like folks in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Even if we could just get a bunch of people on one street, like, or one little neighborhood, like if
Capitol Heights.
Bradley, or like a bunch of folks in Capitol Heights, or like if Bradley and Oak Forest, and whatever the next street over is, like those 3 streets, like, hey, this little Lee Oaks is doing adult trick or treating at these houses.
leave the red lights on for people.
I think the thing to do would be like to have like, hey,
Did you get that?
yeah,
Okay,
Roxanne.
great.
Yeah,
Great.
just like you leave, like you
A
sign.
teal pumpkin?
You sign up, and then people who are doing it, they just have the Facebook page open. It's like, oh, well, 112.
If someone was
114,
app
137
app savvy, they could make an app with like
Yeah,
sign up Jeeps.
I don't know.
It's neat.
fun to think about. Got a new product from Rianco,
What'd you get?
the Spoop Deflector System.
Oh, whoa, oh.
Yeah. Scared of spoopy happenings in your house? Tired of the monsters snagging you out your basic bitch sheets? Then get the Spook Deflector System. These patent-pending sheets are guaranteed to keep you safe from whatever nasty creature comes calling. Oh, hold on. The intern is handing... Oh, these just got recalled.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Oh, it turns out that, I guess, sheets don't actually work to keep monsters away.
Oh,
Wow.
that's...
They just got recalled. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't even
I
get to try them. That's
question-
probably a good thing.
No, I question the research that's been backed behind a company who, like, will benefit from said research. And that's not just a Rianco thing. It's everything. I'm not going to trust Coca-Cola when they're like, studies have proven that drinking 17 ounces of Coca-Cola every day is great for your colon. Is it, though?
It'd be Coca-Cola then.
It stains your insides brown if you drink it too much. I mean, poop is brown, but it will stain your...
Thank you. Thanks for that. I didn't know.
Sometimes it's not brown. I've had a bad week.
Wow. Okay.
But I mean,
we're gonna end there.
I think
Poop
it's
is brown is a good ending point. I feel like. If you haven't, you have until next week to read our short reads. There are The Sweetest Fruit of Summer by R.K. Duncan and A Song for the Leadwood Tree by Amy Ogden.
Go read them.
Link on our website under the short reads tab. That's bookspiritsbooze.com. Or you can just go to Beneath Ceaseless Skies and find those two. And yeah, so in the coming week, I hope you have a spoopy time. Just spoops everywhere.
Spoop,
And
spoop.
Spoop.
I hate both of you.
What is a juggalo? Spoop.
Ooh, that was Derek. I'm on your side of the table now. I hate him.
May the may the blessing of the beard be upon you. Whoop whoop.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Books, Beards, Booze. Our co-hosts are Bob, Derek, and Tanya. Our producer is Bob. For more information, visit our website, booksbeardsbooze.com. Follow our social media at Tales by Bob. If you enjoyed this podcast, please rate, subscribe, and share. Okay, bye.